Libra, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to start here with your current energy and just see what is happening in your world. Let's see if I can get one card on your past. So looking here, bottom of the deck, King of Wands. I am not surprised to see the King of Wands showing up here. So male or female, it's just the energy of the card, but this is fire energy. It's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and in fact, you have really strong fire coming out here. I've got Aries and I've got Leo and Sagittarius showing up. This indicates to me that you are kind of stepping into your power. You're taking control of a situation. You're very clear on the direction that you're going. You're acting in your own best interest. So I love the way that that King of Wands is coming across, because it's like a no-nonsense kind of energy. Your current space is the Lovers. So Gemini may or may not be significant, but then I have the Wheel of Fortune with it, which is more Sagittarius energy. It's a little bit of Pisces too, because Jupiter is the traditional ruler of Pisces. But the sense that I'm getting here, we've got a very strong soul union, one that is fated, positive turn of events, a lot of growth and expansion here, and you have called in somebody who is your counterpart. That's what I'm getting with this Lover's energy. It feels very significant. Whatever this relationship is, I'm just getting the sense that this person kind of lifts you up. They kind of that better together than you are apart energy. I don't know how else to describe this. It just feels like it's very strong, very significant, that it transcends time. This is something that's really meaningful. And if you don't have somebody in your life like this, then there is somebody that's coming towards you. This would be a fated union. This would be something here that is meant to play out the way that it will. And this, because the Wheel of Fortune and the destiny connected to it right now just feels so empowering, so significant. There is a lesson here for you. There's lessons in all of our areas of life all the time, but this one feels really powerful and influential. When I look at what you need to focus on, I'm getting the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands, it's about standing up for yourself. It's about going after exactly what you want and not letting anybody get you off course. Hanged Man is showing up in your past energy. So there could have been delays around union with another person or something along those lines. But I'm actually getting the sense here that the delay was so that you could see things from a different perspective, so that you could see the entire situation, not just the details that you knew, but really being able to kind of remove yourself out of the situation, look at it from a different vantage point to say, okay, this is what's taking place. This is the path that I need to go down. And that shifted everything. It got you out of the weeds. It got you out of this kind of low vibration, just kind of handling things one at a time. It got you thinking more strategic, more holistic. And this is where that King of Wands really came into play. You really stepped into your power with that one. Sitting in your strength position is the High Priestess. So the High Priestess, a very intuitive energy. The way that this is playing out, because you're standing in your own power, you're really trusting your own instincts. When it comes to the decisions that you're making, the actions, all of it, you're trusting yourself. If it feels right and it feels like this is what you're meant to do, you're going to do it. I am getting the Strength card. So even though the answers are within you, that doesn't mean that these are going to be easy. The Strength card shows up when you have to act bold or dynamic or outside of your comfort zone and really just do what you need to do. And so a lot of times what's on our right path requires some difficult decisions and some difficult actions, things that really are meant to grow and expand us. And that's how this one is coming across. When I look at the external influences here, I'm getting the Four of Cups with the Temperance energy. And so the way the universe is structuring this, the Temperance energy is very similar to your energy. This is Sagittarius, but it's also about balance. This is an inner emotional balance. The Four of Cups is showing up here because this tells me that you're learning to navigate even the most difficult or disappointing circumstances. And so you're learning stability during those times. You're figuring out how to fill your own cup and really just come from a place that's feeling very balanced internally. Sitting in your hopes or fears, we do have the Hierophant showing up. And so the Hierophant, more spiritual energy, but this is union, this is marriage. And so if you're aiming to get married or want to be in that kind of relationship, even if it doesn't actually lead to a contractual marriage, it's about having that kind of significant partner, somebody here that would be with you along the way, that kind of life partner. And so the Lovers and the Hierophant showing up here with the Wheel of Fortune, there is a lot of opportunity. This is something that you really want to explore, and it feels like this is something that you're going to explore. Sitting in your potential outcome, we do have the Hermit. So Virgo energy, this is a lot of internal reflection. So whatever is taking place, whatever action that you're taking, it's not that you're acting from a place of being cold or distant or any of that. You're continuously evaluating all of your decisions, all of your actions going forward. There's something about this. You're always trying to find and maintain this inner balance. Let's get some additional details here because it feels like there is more to the story. So let's get the Lovers with the Wheel of Fortune. Three of Cups. This could have been a friends to lovers kind of situation, or it could be that if you already know who this person is, but you're not quite in union with them. This to me feels like at the very foundation of this relationship is friendship. And that right there is going to stand the test of time because you actually have to enjoy each other's company, have similar interests, want to do things together. With the Seven of Wands, I'm getting the Page of Wands. And so Seven of Wands, Page of Wands, when you're standing up for yourself, you might be very vocal about it. You're definitely taking action here that says, this is what I mean, and I mean business. And don't second guess me. Don't try to tell me that the direction that I'm going is wrong. It's about you focusing on yourself. And so continuing to remind yourself that the actions that you're taking are in your best interest, because there's going to be times with the Strength card that you're going to question, is this really the right decision? Because it's so difficult, or it's so challenging, or it's doing it in a way that is very different than what you're used to. That's stretching your comfort zone. It's getting you out of your comfort zone. It is meant for you to grow and expand. With the Hanged Man, I'm getting the Chariot. So Cancer energy showing up with this Hanged Man. This is really a successful energy. The delays, whatever it was that happened here in the past, you seeing things from a different perspective, that was the success. This was really meant to get you into a different mindset and really shift your focus. Tell me about the High Priestess. Seven of Wands. There is a connection between these two in the spread. So what you need to focus on and your strength really are connected. And this just solidifies that. And so trusting yourself, when to stand up for yourself, when to fight for what you want, how to fight for what you want, all of this is showing up as your strength because you are learning to trust yourself. And part of that is going to be maybe standing up to other people, because that's coming through pretty clearly. You might have people around you that don't necessarily want you to succeed. I'm not picking up like a malicious intent. It's just that what you're trying to do is contrary to what they want for themselves. And so in that respect, they're going to kind of push back on you a little bit, but you're acting in your best interest, just like they're acting in theirs. With that Strength card, I'm getting the King and the Queen of Cups, divine counterparts. So I'm getting that with the Lovers, where you're getting that kind of mirror image of your person. We've got the Hierophant. Now I've got the King and the Queen of Cups out here with that Strength card. And so this does indicate that this relationship itself might grow and expand, that there's something where it's stretching you in a way that allows you to grow and expand. This is part of your purpose. There is a union here that is showing up, a really significant one. There is, because you're growing and expanding on your own, but you're also doing it in union with another person. There's something very uplifting about this relationship and very supportive about this relationship. And so don't be afraid to engage in this or open yourself up to it, because that's really significant. And especially the way that they're looking at each other, that's really significant. They're there to help and support each other. Tell me about Temperance. Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles is a card of generosity, and I love it because the balance leads to generosity. This leads to you opening up, expanding, growing, all of it, giving to other people, and also receiving in return. Let's get the Four of Cups. Wheel of Fortune, positive turn of events. Here we go, fate and destiny stepping in again. And so this is about you taking any kind of negative situation, flipping it around, finding a way to use that to propel you forward. This is what you're learning. You're learning to grow beyond it. It's not about giving in to this negative energy and just kind of sitting in a corner and letting yourself kind of just be a victim. It's not about that. You're really stepping into your own power. You're finding a way to navigate all of this. Use it to your advantage because everything that's being presented is an opportunity for you to use to your advantage. With the Hierophant, I am getting the Queen of Wands. So we have the King of Wands, we have the Queen of Wands. I've got the Lovers, I've got the King and the Queen of Cups out here. And so it does look like that you have met somebody or you're about to meet somebody here, or maybe get into union with this person, that friends to lovers kind of energy. The Queen of Wands, Hierophant, this tells me that you're looking for somebody who's like-minded, but also somebody who is evolving at the same rate as you or at the same place as you, somebody here that can help you grow and expand. You're not sitting here at this high vibration looking for somebody at a low vibration. You're at a high vibration wanting that match, another high vibrational match. That's what's being presented here. With the Hermit, I am getting the Knight of Cups. And so the Hermit energy, Knight of Cups, does indicate that you're going to be doing a lot of reflection around exactly what you want, and it's going to help you figure out what direction you need to go, because that Knight of Cups is movement and it is going after exactly what you want. Let me see if I can get a little bit more. Let's get some advice here. Yeah. So this does feel like it's a new or like a newer relationship, because what I'm getting here from an advice standpoint is this might require strength to really engage in this type of connection, really open up to this person, be emotionally vulnerable. And with the Hermit and the Knight of Cups, this is about you opening up and kind of learning to go after exactly what you want, wear your heart on your sleeve, all of it. And what I'm getting here from an advice standpoint is Six of Wands. There is a lot of success connected to this person and this relationship. So I've got that Six of Wands. I've got the Ace of Cups. Open yourself up. Open up to this new beginning. The Star, because there is a lot of healing that's going to take place. This person is the kind of relationship that you want. And so there's something really significant about this person and this connection. So really opening yourself up to it. That's what's in your best interest. So Libra, this is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.